Now, our idea about this presentation basically is that we are in a class session, and maybe we skip something small. You know, when things are very interesting, you move. Yes. So we are giving our situation in a class setting, and we want those who are going to who miss our lessons also have a recap. And those who might have not understood also have a recap of this. So this is the ICT group. We are going to present concurrently. So pay attention because there is much we are going to learn from this. Thank you so much. So what are we dealing with today in this topic of ours, which is introduction to ICT? This is basically what we expect that you're going to understand by the end of ICT, definition of key terms, and examples of tools. Then we shall also look at functions of ICT devices. Now, before I can move ahead, one thing you must understand is that most of us last year, when people did PLE, in January this year, you requested for results. If you didn't do it personally, you had a colleague talk about this. Now, my question is this: how were you able to access those results? What tools did you use to access those results? Now, this is what is leading us to all of this. ICT.
ICT is ICT.
ICT, yes, we get those challenges. Now, here we have a brief introduction. What is ICT? What does it stand for? So this is what we want you to understand about it. The I in the ICT is for information. The C in the ICT is for thank you. And the T, a small prize for us, is for, don't worry, after this, you come for your prizes. ICT comes from two terminologies, i.e., information technology and communication technology. For this effect, I would wish to call upon one of my members who is an expert in this area that we are going to elaborate more. Thank you so much. I will come in at a later time.
All right. Thank you, members. Maybe as you hold that one in your hand, will help us keep moving forward. Mr. Please continue. Information and then the communication technology. As you move to the next slide, we are going to look at one by one, information technology and then communication technology, and then we combine the two. We realize that it brings us to the analogy of what he was trying to talk about, the way you got your results when you requested for PLE results. Now, from what we are seeing there, information technology is gearing us towards the system that we use our data. We can use, for example, the computers that we have around here. As you are saying, we use those computers to help us process data. And there is a specialist who will come and give us a simulation on that. I am more interested on the communication part, which is part of it. So all the tools that we use to help us communicate the information that we have processed, like we have lesson plans for the purpose of this class, in Microsoft Office Word, we were trying to process it in such a way that it can be understood. In that way, you formed a file, and this file, you can decide to share it with your director of studies or the head teacher, so that they know that you have made your scheme. You can have a lesson plan for your class for that topic in that term. So after doing that, you can communicate this one to them in this way. Let us try to look at this simulation in the technology for communication. I want us to bring the understanding of what we have here in this class. Majority of us have been complaining, there's no network, there's no this. What do you want the network for? I guess to communicate, right? Yes. How do we then communicate if we have our computer systems like what we have in front of us today? What will happen is that after getting your file, which is already processed and we call it information, you will therefore need to have some other tools. For example, in your computer, having the email account, for example, on Gmail, that will use to help you in the process of communication. And then this particular file of yours, if you now go inside to compose, you will need to either add it as attachment or you information there directly. But for this case, when we are trying to use the aspect of the file in the lesson plan or the scheme, we will then need to add it as attachment. It is still within our system. There will be need for us to now our director of studies. So we want to see this maybe as we go forward. This one is trying to show us what we call the network. We have part B here, and then part A that side. This side is one network, and then this other side is, let us say, an example of this one is our lab here, which is being formed into what we call the local area network. All these we have inside here, they are all getting their network from that corner. As you can see, that one, they are connecting this one. So these computers are this one. The kind of topology we have here, for example, we can say this is a ring topology, the arrangement of our computers. What we are more interested on is how do we send our files from this point to another point here, or from St. Catherine to another school where we are coming from. For example, I'm coming from Maruzesi. I want to send what I've done here to my head teacher that we have learned a lot. So this is me with my system, and then you could be here on another network from there. So if I am able to, to move my files, as you can see, the files are moving. You can see the files are moving. If I am able to move these files, as you can see, we will realize that we are using our computers to communicate the information. We are transferring, we are sending the file from one person to another. And we have seen from our network, from the two different networks that we have here, this one to this one, we can send our files. And that can help us understand how the files were able to move from UNEV to your phone. Are we together? Yes. So that will help us understand a simple term in communication technology. Allow us move forward to the next item, which
Thank you so much. Now, ICT is a very interesting subject. Yes. To a point that we don't want boredom in class. And for that reason, very, very much attentive to what is coming next because I don't want you to miss. Now, what?
Thank you for calling customer service. My name is Veronica. How can I help
I've
you?
been waiting 30 minutes to speak to somebody. 30 minutes.
Yo, hold up. Why are you yelling? Excuse me? What did you just say? ¿No me entendiste en inglés? Te lo digo en español. ¿Por qué tú me estás gritando? No me grites.
I've been waiting. I'm on my lunch break and I've been waiting 30 minutes.
And I understand that. Thank you for calling customer service. My name is Veronica. How can I help you?
Now, a lot of glitches, but we are there, isn't it? Now, the next video, you need to be very attentive. Because at the end of this, you are going to receive some very interesting questions.
I've been waiting 30 minutes to speak to somebody. 30 minutes.
Yo, hold up. Why are you yelling? Excuse me?
What did you just say?
¿No me entendiste en inglés? Te lo digo en español. ¿Por qué tú me estás gritando? No me grites.
I've been waiting. I'm on my lunch break and I've been waiting 30 minutes.
And I understand that. And I apologize that it was a long wait, but in the beginning of the call, did they not say there's going to be about a 25 to 28 minute wait?
Yes, they did, but I'm on.
And you decided to wait, yes?
Yes, but I'm on my.
And now you're wasting more time telling me that you're wasting your lunch break by telling me that you waited instead of just letting me know what's going on so I could help you.
I just don't understand why the wait is so long with
You're
you
going to
guys.
be real mad if I put you back in the queue and you got to wait another 25 to 28 minutes. There's somebody right behind you waiting that has been waiting just as long as you have that'd be happy to get me on the line. So I'm going to give you a second to decide if you're going to be respectful or if you're going back into the queue.
I can't even believe that you're talking to me like this. Like, I don't
Not
understand.
because it's God's day. Today's Sunday. There's no need for you to be this upset with me. I didn't do nothing to you.
You're right. I'm sorry. Can we please look into my account and see why it's blocked?
Give me your account number. Let's find out.
Beautiful. A very simple question. We are trying to find out what are some of those examples of ICT tools that exist, isn't it? A simple question. You've seen this video. Can you come up with examples? Can you pinpoint some of these examples, the tools that you might have seen in this video? Anyone? Yes.
The phone.
The phone. Thank you. Yes.
Microphone.
Microphone. Yes. A computer. Tell me any other? Yes. Headset. Now, don't you think our lesson is done? Because all the answers are already there. Okay? Now, maybe to just move ahead, to give you a glimpse of some of these tools that we have. Okay? Some you have mentioned already. We have the desktop computers. We have the printers. When you look around you, you have printers. Okay? We have the webcams. Right now, there is a lot of recording taking place. We have the projector. You've used this. We are using this right now. Okay. We have the smartphones. That is the information. I remember when you were accessing results at the beginning of the year, you use the device similar to that. Are we there? Then last but not least, something very important that we also use, because tools don't necessarily refer to the hardware only, okay? We also have software programs that we use to enhance some of our daily work. And for this, I'm going to invite a colleague to share with us something in relation to that. So I beg we listen and watch as he's talking about one of our tools, that is the typing application. So you're welcome.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I am Gainan Dickens, one of the participants in this training. I want to demonstrate to you slightly what one of the simulation software you can use to enhance your typing skills. Before you have what you call the typing master. This is one of the applications that you can use. Upon downloading and installing on your computer, you'll be able to practice how you can perfect your typing skills. I believe some of you could have been surprised when you see somebody typing without seeing the keyboard. Then you wonder, how long has this person taken to master all these keys? It's just through undergoing training. If you have your school secretary, you're surprised to see that she only puts her face on the paper. She's reading information from, not even seeing again the monitor, not even the keyboard. She only sees the paper. She's taking information from. All those are based through through training using some of the ICT tool. So the typing master, after installing on the computer, allows you, when you start it, you're going to get this the screen interface, whereby it allows you to enter your name. Like for example, here I put my name here as Dickens, because I am Dickens. The one going to use the system at that time is Dickens. So upon typing your name, you press the enter key. You press the enter key for slow key. Upon typing your name, you press the enter key. Then after pressing the enter key, it takes to another screen interface. You move slowly. Take it to another screen interface. Whereby everybody said, are you seeing this? And this now was the saturation. Keys R and and U. Saturation. Now all these, let's 3.1, 3.5 to 3.7. And the timing between 32 to 5 minutes. So you get the realize that the typing master allows you to know how you can position your fingers on the keys or on the keyboard, so that you don't necessarily need to be seeing the keys that you're pressing each and every time. Like from here, you see now, and it's your right fingers. Now, move slowly, move slowly. Now, the first word that came was the word red, and I was able to use the word, or you can see. So if you were to position your fingers within here, A, S, D, F. Now, if I want to access the upper key, the indicator will show you that, okay, the upper key is just like above the index finger. So just raise your finger up and press the press it. Without seeing it from the without seeing it from the keyboard. That's in the learning process. But time will come when you become familiar with all this and you know move on. That's why you don't even need to see the monitor. Just continue to move the hands, move freely. Now from here, which would not be pause the video. Now you see, the person was typing the word real, and another move is two letters. Type R and E. Now I was meant to press A and then continue to L. Now the indicator was saying, the indicator is didn't show here that you're going to use the last finger. Your last finger to press to press letter A, meaning you have spread your hands like this. F, S, D, F. Like this. So meaning you'll be able to see that, okay, to type letter A, I'm going to use my last my little finger. And then as you move on a little, move on. So as you move on, I want you to see somewhere whereby if you're supposed to press the space bar, what finger do you use to press the space bar? So you'll be able to see that this is the your thumb, and this is the right thumb finger. So meaning when your hands are like this, you don't need to bring again the index finger to press the space bar. You use the thumb, the right thumb or the left thumb to press the press the space bar key, and you continue. You'll be moving on. Any word that comes, you'll be able to type it. This is one of the applications that will help you to perfect on your typing skills. And even as well, you can enhance it as well to your learners, so that they also learn how to do this perfectly. Not again being asking you, how did you not type, not seeing the keyboard as you type? How did you learn all this? Is there any magic behind it? There's no magic behind anything. Just about learning how to interact with your system. Okay? So if this was a test, at the end of the test that you have done, you'll be able to get the scores, the grading. How was your typing speed? I was told that the stenographers, the secretaries were trained 1 minute. And you think it's not possible, but they are trying to do that. For the what? You may took even 30 minutes typing here because you're not what? You're not used to it. That is possible. Okay? So that is likely something that I wanted to share with you on what? On that simulation. Now, we are going to move on with our presentation.
I think time is almost, but maybe you try to summarize.
Okay. Yes.
There is 15.
Yes.
Just summarize.
This is basically some of the tools that we wanted you to have a glimpse of. The link that you're seeing here at a later time, you can always click on that link and it will send you to a video that explains more about what is happening. Okay, I thank my colleagues so much for giving you much detail into some of this. Now,
sorry. That link there, because we thought we could have them in various presentations. You make sure that the document you're referring to is within the folder that you are attached. So don't say anywhere. So we have issues.
So maybe moving forward, these are just some of the functions of the uses of the various tools that we have been talking about. We prefer you having your own thought. This being a new curriculum, we believe most of the suggestions you give are perfect. So this is just a summary of some of the uses. For example, the desktop is basically used to work with information processing, mobile phones, we make phone calls. When you look at the projector, what it is doing right now is projecting for us information from the computer. At a later stage, you're going to look at some of the information, the notes that we will give for you. We use a printer to come up with copies of that. And then finally, right now we are even being recorded. I tell you, we are live on YouTube. So very soon we are giving you that link and you go there and you see what has taken place. Now, in conclusion, my dear friends, we have a saying that ICT is becoming part and parcel of everything is at your fingertips and access to just a click. You can see it. Right now I'm enjoying using this device here, which is called a pointer. What am I doing? I'm just clicking, tap, tap, and things are changing. So we are asking you to join into ICT. Now, before we finalize everything, we have a small link for you below. All the information that you have seen us gather through this presentation, there is a small link. At the point in time, when you go to that link and click on it, it will automatically take you to the information, give you more data about what we have been talking about. But make it a point that internet is available. With that, thank you so much for the audience and we hope for the best. Thank you so much.
Okay, just 2 comments or 3, because they have taken even 10 minutes supposed to be question and answer. 2 or 3? Yes.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate the team that has just finished. To me, the lesson has been more interactive. I don't know much about ICTs, but I've benefited so much from just these 10 minutes that you have had to present. So to me, this has been a very interactive approach. I think it's the first approach I'm going to apply. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much, ICT team. As they said, it has been too interactive, and at least we have learned from at least what I've done. So my question is, I say first taking back to the examples of examples of the tools. That's why I'm going to put it.
You want to go back to the slides?
No, just it. I just want to make a point on it.
No CD.
Okay. My point is, the pointers are examples pointing different things. If I wish maybe you don't point out, for example, the other side there, the printer. Look at the arrow where it is pointing away from something else. If I wish you could maybe change it to point at the diagram or the photo of that exact thing. But it's been a very good thing.
Any other? Yes?
Thank you very much, members. I just have to express my feeling also towards the presentation that has just been done. As a grand digital member, I feel so much great by this presentation as somebody who is trying to also cope up with the technology that has come. Even when my gap of age sometimes makes it difficult, but they have made it simpler for me, especially at the onset. That brings me to the introduction, of the very introduction, much as it might be familiar to many of us, but to me that has been very exciting, and that has been very good to me. So I think, as he said, that is going to be one of the first applications that I am going to use to try to engage myself to be much faster in typing. For me, my typing speed is so low that it is to the extent that it's like a hen chicken eating. But now I think I'll be a better person. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you, ICT guys and everyone. The presentation has been good, as these other members have said. However, I want to comment on this part of the simulation where they were explaining the communication technology. To me, I think that simulation would be much better if you had added your voice to the simulation in explaining. Because as far as I know, students are